Hi everyone, my name is Justin Wen, and today I'm going to be talking about a growing issue that affects millions, long work weeks, and how they impact our sleep, health, and society at large. The foundation of this problem is through the quote, "In the long run, work is not more important than sleep." Some workers may believe that work is their life, sacrificing sleep for work, but in actuality, they're sacrificing more than just that. What are long work weeks? Long work weeks are exceedingly long beyond the traditional 40-hour work week that leads to increased risks of injury, poor health, and fatigue. Long work weeks are becoming more common in sectors like healthcare, public safety, utilities, and even among students. These jobs often involve cloakings, leaving little time for rest. 30% of American civilian workers sleep less than 6 hours a night, which is far below what sleep experts recommend. This isn't a new issue. In the 1980s, 24% of workers were sleep deprived. That number has now climbed to 30%. Over time, work culture has normalized overtime, pushing sleep further down our priority list. Healthcare, for instance, has seen chronic staff shortages leading to longer shifts and less rest. Research shows serious consequences. In class, we learned about multiple concerns related to sleep deprivation. A 2022 study linked short durations of sleep to worse GPA in college students. Shift work is also associated with cardiovascular disease, hormonal disruption, and increased accidents. Affects metabolism, and sleep deficiency increases risk for obesity and diabetes. It also affects cardiovascular control, increasing risk for cardiovascular disease with coronary calcification, and also increasing blood pressure. These aren't isolated findings. They're backed by multiple studies over the years, showing that sleep is necessary for our well-being. This problem spans across ages and industries. From students to factory workers, sleep deprivation doesn't discriminate. One particularly vulnerable group is shift workers, those affected by shift work sleep disorder. They face concentration issues, higher accident risk, mood disturbances, and even substance use to combat their drowsiness. Drowsy driving was a major concept that we covered in class, caused by not having enough sleep. Being drowsy makes individuals easily distractible, slowing down their reaction times and impairing judgment. The second leading cause of fatal motor crashes, these shift workers are especially susceptible to these dangerous accidents. Sleep is essential for brain function, emotional regulation, and physical health. Without it, people experience headaches, depression, and even increased cancer risk. Microsleep's short lapses in attention can lead to deadly consequences, as stated before, especially for drivers or surgeons. By having long work weeks depriving workers of sleep, workers are impaired and in medical danger. This isn't just a personal issue, it's societal. Fatigue costs employers billions annually. It's behind medical errors, car crashes, and industrial disasters. As a society, we're losing productivity and risking lives due to something as flexible as sleep. Various solutions have been suggested. Sleep hygiene routines, exercise, using light to adjust circadian rhythms, and even drugs. But adoption is limited due to systematic barriers like staffing shortages and corporate resistance to changing shift structures. Our Capstone solution combines tech and wellness with sleep sensor integration, tracking workers' rest at home and at work, with wearable biometric scanners like Fitbits, Oura Rings, or Night Owls that we used for our class. And then our second part would be biometric sleeping pods, simple, quiet nap pods with built-in sensors for heart rate, brain waves, and more. These would provide real-time readiness data and support informed scheduling. By taking accurate and current biometric data, we can ensure the health and sleep of all workers, using the data to create a schedule and ensure that all employees are well rested and able to work productively ensures a safer and optimized workplace. For the implementation timeline, we develop this phase in 5 phases. First, we partner with wearable tech companies and identify pilot workplaces. Then, we develop pods and algorithms, test them on a select cohort, and finally scale up to entire organizations and sectors. Barriers and reframing the issues, we recognize that there are barriers, staffing inflexibility and privacy concerns, but we reframe this as a safety and wellness issue. Sleep monitoring isn't surveillance, it's support. One well-rested worker is much more effective and less error-prone than two burned out ones. Ultimately, our goal is a healthier, safer, and more productive workforce. This system prevents fatigue-related errors, improves focus and productivity, and enhances long-term worker health. Prioritizing sleep isn't just humane, it's smart business. Thanks for your time. I'd like to acknowledge the researchers and studies cited throughout, from CDC to academic journals. Together, they painted a clear picture, one that calls for urgent change. And thank you very much for listening, and I hope that we can make this dream a reality.